This is Eliud Kipchoge. He is the best marathoner of all time, and have you ever wondered what watch he wears? Well, in this video, we're going to be wearing that exact watch for an entire week of training. Kipchoge runs over 200 kilometers in a week of training, and I run a pathetic 100k. But anyway, let's get into the video. Today we'll be reviewing the Coros Phase 3 and I'll be taking you through a week of my training to see how long the battery lasts. This isn't sponsored, I'm not getting paid to make this video or anything, but they did send me this watch about 10 months ago and I thought I'd review it and let you know my thoughts now that I've had plenty of experience using this watch. I've had a Coros Phase 2 which I bought with my own money before, so I've already been a fan of Coros before they sent me this one. Also, check out my epic watch time. And now I got a little package to collect. I also thought it's worth mentioning the watch is currently at 100%. It's Monday. Let's see how long this battery lasts. It should last for a week. It always has, and I don't see why it won't this week. Alrighty, so this package is from Precision Hydration, which is always hugely appreciated. A little bit of a top up. Okay, so first of all, I'm not really a fussy watch person. I tend to just want the basics. As long as it records pace, distance, time, that's kind of all I need. But there are features outside of that which help me like the Coros Phase 3 a lot more, so we will talk about that. But let's quickly unbox this Precision Hydration order. Got a bunch of paper. Got a nice little note from Ollie. We got this. Oh, look at that. That is a nice little black hat. This is the exciting bit, the goods, if you will. We got some precision shoes. The 30-gram ones, they're always good for like trail runs and stuff when you're out there for a long time. Some extra 90-gram gels, always handy. We got 4 of these. Boom. Thanks a lot again, Precision. And also, I'm training for a trail race now, so more info to come. Always have to eat a little bit before my run. But yeah, this is just like a nice little snack that doesn't take much time to make. Alright guys, so this watch, when you press start, it basically starts measuring your heart rate and also acquiring GPS, so let's see how long it takes. Oh, it's already got GPS, and now it's got the heart rate. That's how quick it is, so yeah, it's really good. I've been really pleased with how quick Coros is, and now let's go for a run and see how it performs on the run. Alrighty guys, I think it's time we go. I did 36 kilometers yesterday, so today will be a bit more chill. I'm getting that time on feet. Not signed up yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing a trail race, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a 65k. So I need to get that time on feet up, run a bit slower in my easy runs. Still trying to improve in the 5k as well, because I think that'll still help with the ultras. So yeah, that's like the short-term plan. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Coros Phase 3 and hopefully you'll find this useful, but it is the entry-level model for Coros. But I'm a simple guy and I just need the basics, and I absolutely love the Coros Phase 3 for what it is, and I don't really feel like I ever want more features. I think this is like more than enough. The watch itself is very, very light and it doesn't take up much space either, so it doesn't feel bulky at all, which is another good factor. And the battery life is pretty good as well, so it's got 15 days of regular use and about 38 hours GPS activity time. And I actually did this race called the Backyard Ultra maybe like 2 years ago now. I used my Coros Phase 2 for that. After about 20 hours of running, I still had about somewhere between 50 or 60% battery, and I thought that was absolutely insane. The Phase 3 probably has even better battery life, so that's one really good factor for the Coros. Man, Perth is so nice when it's not windy. It's actually crazy. It's so peaceful today. It's just nice when you don't have to shout over the wind and you can kind of talk at normal volume. So the second thing I like about the Coros Phase 3 is the GPS is very accurate. Yeah, really happy with the performance of GPS on the Phase 3. So the one downside though is the live pace is not great, so there's a bit of a lag. You might have to wait 10 to 20 seconds until the current pace reflects what you're actually running. So we're going to do a little test right now, see how long it takes to adjust when I accelerate from 5 minutes per k, which is what I'm doing right now, to about 4 minutes per k. So let's see what the lag time is. Alright, so we're at 5 minutes per k right now, and I'm gonna pick it up in a second as soon as we hit the shadow. Yep. Oh. It's still at 4:20. I'm definitely running quicker than 4:20, I can tell you that. It's not picked up on the acceleration yet. And now it finally reflects what I'm actually running, I would say. That was quite a long delay, and it doesn't really affect the GPS afterwards, but it's more that in the moment it's a bit annoying to not know what you're exactly running because there's a bit of a lag. You'll be pleased to know though that I did this test again in a faster workout, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds jog, and when the pace change is dramatic, the live pace updates a bit more quickly, so it only took like 3 to 6 seconds. But just to break it up a little bit, let's cut into the future, and I'm going to quickly talk about all the buttons on the pace 3. Alright, so now I'm going to give you a tour of the watch, the buttons, and the band that I'm using. I'm going to talk more about the band itself later, but I have the nylon band if you're interested. The buttons in the watch, there's one button where you can press it, but you can also scroll. So that's going to scroll you through all the data fields when you're in your activity mode, and also when you're trying to select what type of activity you're doing, like running or cycling or swimming, you can scroll through like that. Even in the settings as well, you can scroll. On top of that, we only have one other button, which is the back button. So if you go to an activity and you want to go back to the home screen, you click back, and then there you go. So very simple watch to use, not many buttons to work around. So the learning curve is very, very simple. And now that you're more familiar with the buttons on the Coros Pace 3, let's skip to the end of this run and I'll tell you what the battery is. Alrighty, I just got back. We just finished the run, let's end it. So I press and hold finish for 2 seconds and then it saves the run. I bought some natto on the way home. If you're Japanese or if you've lived in Japan or whatever, you probably know this. A lot of foreigners hate it, but if any foreigners like this, they are legends. So to recap the run, I did 14.5 kilometers, and also my Coros battery is at 94%. And because I did take a detour to get these two items and I left it on activity mode, it's actually pretty impressive that it's still at 94%, but let's see how it performs for the rest of the week. That's 14 kilometers done on a Monday. We've got a big week ahead, and let's see if the battery lasts. So now I'm going to take you on a tour on the Coros website and show you how to make a workout and then import it to your watch. It's a very streamlined process, really easy to use. But if you're not interested in this, you can skip to the timestamp on the screen right now, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. It connects to your phone, and your phone can have a Coros app as well, which is this one here. I'm going to show you how handy it is to make a workout and import it to your watch. So first of all, I'm going to show you the main screen. You get to see your recovery, you get to see all these details. On EvoLab metrics, you get to see even more detail. Your predicted VO2 max, your threshold heart rate, whatever. Again, I don't use these too much. The main things I look at are training status. I want to know what my base fitness is like. Sometimes my overnight heart rate variability, if I wear my watch to sleep. The recovery, that's sometimes useful, but a lot of time it overestimates how many more hours you need to recover. And then we have these personal running records, and I actually find this really annoying because Coros basically doesn't account for pausing. So what this means is they literally would take your fastest split even if you pause. So if I do 10 by K at 3 minutes per K and I pause everything, my new 10K PB on here would be 30 minutes flat, which is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know why Coros do this, but if there's one thing I want them to fix, it's probably this. So if you're watching Coros, please fix this. I think it'll be a good addition. Moving on, we're going to go to calendar, and on the side here, you can see a section for workouts, which is right here. And this is probably the most handy thing about this web app. And if you click create workout, you can actually make a workout here. I want to do 6 by 5 minutes with a 60-second jog. Essentially what I do is I leave warm up and cool down as open all the time because I just want to warm up, and then when I hit the lap button, that means I go straight into the first rep. And I usually set this to not set for everything just because I don't use metrics. I don't care about it. I go by feel. So I do all this as not set, no target heart rate, no target paces. I literally don't care. Training part is going to be 5 minutes, as you can see, and we're doing 6 repetitions of that, so I'll bump that up to 6. And then the rest period is only going to be 1 minute, so we're going to change that to 1 minute. Now we have the rep as 5 minutes, the rest is 1 minute, and the repeats as 6. The one thing I wish Coros would also add to this is the ability to skip last recovery. After I finish my 6th rep, I don't really want to go into another minute of like recovery because I'm done with the workout. I want to go straight to the cooldown. On Garmin, you can actually tick a box that says skip last recovery, but Coros doesn't have that, and I find that a little bit annoying. I wish they could fix it. I'm going to click save, and the good thing is as soon as you save it, within a couple seconds, it's already on the app. So if we quickly look over here, I reckon it's already up by now. Yep, there we go, 5 by 6 minutes, and you can actually click on that or tap on that, click the 3 dots, and then sync it with your watch. and that probably takes like a couple seconds. It's now on the watch. I got the tick of approval on my watch. It's already imported in here. So yeah, really simple process. Don't really feel like running, but we're gonna see what we can do. I've also got this just to fuel up a bit because we're doing a little high intensity. Alrighty, we're doing the first rep. Yeah, we just did 6 by 5 minutes, 1 minute rest, or 1 minute jog in between along the river. So nice. Alrighty, first rep done. Don't really know what it was. And I'm feeling better than normal today, which is good. Felt really controlled. 5 reps left of 5 minutes, so let's see how we go. The good thing though is I don't have to worry about hitting the lap button because it's all automatic, so don't have to press the single button. Alrighty, 5 seconds. There you go. One of those rare days where I'm finally feeling okay again. So that's a 328 per K rep, again for 5 minutes. Yeah, we got 4 more reps to go, but feeling really good today, which is awesome. Yeah, 330 is feeling like a jog today, which is very, very nice. It's really interesting because sometimes even though the weather's not on your side, you can still have a really good workout. Alright, 326. Still feeling really controlled. This is really good. Just got 1 more rep to go. I'm gonna flip it and then we'll cool down, and then I've got a meeting to get to. Alrighty, last rep, 324. Again, I wasn't breathing hard at all. I was barely breathing the whole workout, so I'm really happy. We're just gonna go for a morning double, taking it pretty chill this morning. I might do a few strides if I'm feeling good in the second half of the run, but that's usually like a last minute decision that I make. I originally planned to do a workout this morning, but I think I'm gonna play it safe and only do 1 threshold session this week and then do a VO2 max session later this week. Battery life on the Coros pistol is absolutely insane. It's still on 84% and we're Wednesday morning right now, so yeah, halfway through the week almost. Another thing that's worth mentioning about the Coros pistol, it comes in 2 different bands. There's the nylon band, which is the one I have, and then there's the silicone band, which a lot more people prefer. But I went with the nylon band, I don't know why. I had it on the pace 2 as well and I kind of liked it, but I might switch back to the silicone one day though, because it gets sweaty and then it gets a bit disgusting sometimes, but as long as you wash it with hand soap, it's actually not too bad. So, although again, I don't wash it every single time, but it's just when I have a really sweaty run on a humid day, I definitely have to wash it. But in winter, it's pretty handy. Like I haven't had to do much. It's super cold. I'm not even sweating nowadays. Alright, I've done a few strides and now we're doing a bit of tempo and then I'll call it a run and then we're gonna run in the afternoon. So we're gonna head to our exam and then we got our second run of the day later on today. Even though it's not from Monday to Sunday, I actually did 137 Ks in the last 7 days at this point, and my legs are still feeling pretty good and I'm pretty happy with the volume that I'm putting in. Also, as a fun little fact, I'm a big germaphobe and I really like to keep the floors and everything really clean, so I have an odd hobby to mop and vacuum. Anyway, I went for my second run of the day and by the end of this, my battery was at 72%. Alrighty people, we are here at a hill. As steep as you can get in Perth City, to be honest. Yeah, we're just gonna be doing hill repeats here. Not fast, just getting a bit of elevation in. Time to look like an absolute idiot doing this for a fair amount of time. So this run ended up being just under 21 Ks and I got a decent amount of elevation, good time on feet, and it was a different stimulus compared to normal, which I really appreciated. Thanks to Shravan for filming this footage of me going up the hill for the second last time. I'm about to go absolutely carb up at the noodle shop, my favorite noodle shop where you get free extra refills, but before we go carb up at the noodle shop with multiple servings of noodles, we have to carb up even more before we go, so make sure I maximize carbs for the day. Also, battery life 55%, and it's Friday afternoon. I haven't run today yet though, so yeah, I'll run today, I'll run tomorrow, I'll run on Sunday, and we'll check back in on the battery life. Friday, it's Friday night, we're running and we're at Elizabeth Key, beautiful. At night, when you sleep with the watch on, it divides your sleep into awake, light, REM, and deep sleep or something like that. I think there's like 4 categories. Yeah, it's pretty sick because you get to see the distribution, but I found that it's not the most accurate because I'm a really deep sleeper. I never wake up at night, but it still says that I wake up at night sometimes when I didn't. So it's not the most accurate, but it's still good for knowing how many hours you spend sleeping and all that. I will say though that it's still fairly accurate in the sense that whenever I feel like I got really good sleep, I seem to have a high deep sleep amount of time. It's somewhat accurate, just not the most accurate because yeah, I'm obviously not awake. It was really cool seeing Elizabeth Key at night, and then my friend called me in the middle of the run out of the blue, and so we had a little catch-up call, and then I posted my long run video and made it public on YouTube. Okay, so I'm home and I'm all showered up. It's Friday night, we're at 50% battery. I bought this today on the marketplace for $70. It's only been used a few times. It is a little bit dirty in the outsole, but it's definitely not worn out that bad. So I got the Rebel V4. Okay people, it is Saturday morning, about halfway through the battery life of the Coros Pace 3, and we're going to do a park run. I love doing park runs, it's a good way to see the city, run new areas, run new roads, fill out that Strava heat map, and yeah, we're here now. So today, I'll probably be doing 12 by 30 seconds on, 30 seconds jog, my classic workout to improve your VO2 max. Breathe hard for as long as possible, and only be running hard for half of that time. So yeah, pretty excited, haven't done that workout in a while. I know it hurts a lot though, so I'm also not excited, but we gotta get it done. If I get any comments saying, why the hell are you running with a jumper on? It's super cold today. So we're gonna do a very light tempo. Yeah, barely working, but it's mainly to raise the lactate levels a little bit. So it's not really a shock when I do the 30-second efforts because they're gonna be very quick. More importantly, this view is absolutely insane. Apparently there is a bit of sand coming up, so that should be fun as well. Tell me this is not sick. So cool. Alrighty, we're at my favorite bit, the sand. So good. I'm training for trail running, running with my backpack. Oh, is it there? Oh, was it right there? Yeah, we went too far. I'm too keen. It's Sunday, final run of the week. Let's see what the battery life is at the end of this run. It's gonna be a tough one though. I'm gonna make it as hilly as possible. Getting that elevation in. Yeah, we're on the bib track. It's pretty runnable, which is good. Not many technical terrain, pretty wide. It's nice to be cruising in the trails again. Just for more information, the Coros Pace 3 can actually charge fully in 2 hours, so it's actually quite a quick charging process, and that's always been helpful for me. I've been told that this is a nice little hill. Super excited. Yeah, let's see what it's like. So keen for this. Been waiting for a moment like this for ages. We're seriously climbing, this is good. But still feeling really controlled, and I should be because I'm about to do a really tough race that's super hilly in about 8 weeks from now. This is probably the closest thing we have to Kinama Valley. Got all this. Yeah, just constant uphill. So good. I really wanted to do a couple more reps, but I didn't want to make Lachlan, Claudia, and Jeremy wait too long, so I decided to only do 1 rep. Honestly, this route might be the long run dream for like a runner like me, because I'm a road runner, but I love trail, and this kind of mixes the two. There's a bit of hills, so good. I see a random hilly detour, I will take it. Gotta get as much elevation in as possible, because I can't get that much if I don't come out into the trail. It's honestly such a good feeling when you're on 42% battery and you can still go out for a trail run and be confident that you're gonna have enough battery. So we've hit 700 meters of elevation now at 27k, almost at 28. If we hit 28k with 700 meters of elevation, that's roughly like a 35k run effort, because every 100 meters of vert is kind of like a kilometer extra worth of effort, you can say. So yeah, solid run in the books. We're at like 2.5 hours now, so yeah, getting that good time on feet. I didn't really pause too much today, so yeah, super happy with that as well. Righty everyone, just to finish off the video, the battery is now on 25%, so we've gone through a whole week of training, and this includes time that I spent pausing and all that sort of stuff. So usually I don't think 112 kilometers would actually drain 75% worth of battery. Also, my watch is 10 months old, so it's probably going to drain it a bit more than a new watch. So if you get a brand new watch, you're probably going to get way more battery life out of this. So yeah, again, if you're running 112k weeks, you can easily last more than a week without having to charge it. And yeah, I was out in the trails. That was a 2.5 hour run, 28k's, 700 meters of elevation. So pretty happy with the training as well this week, and you guys got a glimpse of it. And yeah, more stuff coming soon. I'll see you in the next video.